thing.
Slave DiBiase.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Depending on whenever you digest this content, this is another live 420 smoke session with what? The Offenders Initiative podcast. All my stoneheads, all my true offenders, thank y'all for pulling up for your 420 sesh. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me right here and now. And I just want to thank you. Thank you to everybody that ever pulls up on my live or whatever, because you're showing me that you appreciate what I do, and I can rock with that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Another live episode. It's me, your boy, your illustrious host, Slave DiBiase, aka Slave Daniel Richards, aka Tony Spark, aka Victor Von Slay. And we in here, y'all. Y'all see the caption, right? Nicolas Cage as Ben Reilly in the Spider-Noir series. The trailer just dropped for it. We got that. We got some more MCU. What is up with me today? Spider-Noir trailer just dropped with Nicolas Cage. Jesus Christ. Okay, we got some more MCU news to go with that. They have released the live body cam footage of the Geechi Gotti arrest. So we're going to touch back bases with that. They released the full and live footage of that entire situation. It's nasty. We just going to check in on it. And PlayStation just had a state of play. We're going to find out, was it mid or was it za? There is a very, very prominent video game reveal within that state of play that we are definitely going to take a look at. And this might have been the saving grace for the state of play, because I'm not going to lie to you. We're not going to get into that. Anyways, man, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, like. Tell a friend how my wood spins. Yes, we got this thing rolled up today. Today, I got a little bit of animal cookies mixed with Red Blast. And on the side, we are going to have some caramel apples. Damn. Y'all check this out. Bam, there it is. Caramel apple. Y'all see we got the real over here, man. Don't forget to tell me what you're smoking on in the comments. Thank y'all for pulling up. And yeah, y'all see what it is, man. Spider-Man Noir trailer. Let's get into that. Y'all want to get in that? Let's get into that first. All right. Let's go. This is by way of trailer spot. Okay. Nicolas Cage, not as the Peter Parker from the Spider-Noir that plays on the Spider-Verse, even though those guys are the people who directed this. This is a variant of that Spider-Noir character from the animated universe. I say we watch this again. How about that? Say we watch this again. But I'm trying to find it in a different way for y'all. Hold on. So we can really get the, you know what? Here we go. Let's check this one out. I wanted to find y'all black and white one, because I'm pretty sure the series is going to be in black and white to give that whole noir feeling, but we can watch it again. Hold on. Looks pretty fire to me. Oh, hold on. They got a black and white version. Hold up. 2 ways to watch it in black and white. We're gonna watch it in black and white too. I'm liking it. New series, May 27th, Spider-Noir. I'm liking it. I like the whole factor that this is a Ben Reilly that isn't all good. He's kind of a drunk, which might make this whole shit even funnier. What I want to get into is a breakdown of this trailer. That's what I want to get into. A breakdown of this trailer, and that we are going to get into. How y'all feeling about this, man? Spider-Noir trailer. Nicolas Cage starring in the series. He's starring as Ben Reilly, a variant of the Peter Parker from the Noir universe. He's starring as him. How are y'all feeling about this? Is this something y'all gonna check out? Is this something y'all gonna check out? I think I might. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's see. You know what? We can go right here. This is from 3C Films. He actually breaks down the trailer. You know, I love 3C and everything that they do.
I'm gonna break down this trailer here, so make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and this guy needs a hat. Now that's what I call some good Spider-Head. But that is Noir trailer, kind of telling you some of the changes that they're making from the comic books, what we do know about it. But it won't just be about my opinion. I need to hear from you guys. Please let us know down below. What did you think of the Spider-Man Noir trailer? How annoying would it be if I talked like this the whole video? I think I could do it. All right, jumping into it here, I am still in disbelief that we actually are getting a live-action Spider-Man TV series. With everything Sony has done with the brand lately, from Craven, Madam Web, Morbius, I'm like, why weren't you...
All that trash. All that trash. That's what they were doing with it. We need for this to be good. This needs to be good. Other than that, if it's not, just everybody else leave Spider-Man alone unless it's the MCU, unless it's Marvel and Disney.
Just doing this, seeing the scenes of Nicolas Cage's Spider-Noir swinging across the city, like, we could have been doing this the entire time, man. It's even funny to me seeing the small bit of people kind of complaining, going, looks AI. Oh, doesn't look good. It's a TV show at the end of the day, man. I will take this over Madam Web and Morbius any day.
But on top of that, some things I'm gonna tell y'all actually want in CGI. If we can remember Sam Raimi, yeah, I just made up a person there. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man series with his trilogy with the GOAT, Tobey Maguire. Yeah, a lot of that was CGI. And I have not one complaint. That's still the GOAT. Stop playing around, y'all. It's Spider-Man. You want that part of the comic bookness to look like that. It still is a fictional comic book at the end of the day. You want a little bit of it.
Will be coming to Amazon Prime, where we'll have the option to watch it in 2 different ways. You could either see it in color or you can see it in black and white. And this again is because in the Spider-Noir world, it is usually in black and white. So it's for those purists. This is being made by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, the same people behind the animated Spider-Verse movies, where it is looking like this is technically the same Spider-Noir who has shown up in those films, since it is voiced by Nicolas Cage. But when looking at some of the differences from the actual Spider-Noir comic that are making some fans, a little upset. In the comic book, it's usually an alternate version of Peter Parker set in 1930s Depression era New York. He is a private investigator. He has a gun, was bitten by a mystical spider that then gave him a vision to the spider god that gave him all the abilities, including organic web. The biggest change going on in the TV show, though, is that it won't be Peter Parker, but instead he'll be named Ben Reilly. Now, there's actually kind of 2 things about this. One, they've already mentioned in an article that they will address why his name is Ben Reilly in the show, and it's honestly looking like a secret identity, like a name change, because from what we've heard is that this Spider-Man has kind of given up crime fighting.
Okay, for those that don't know, Ben Reilly is actually the name of the clone of Peter Parker Spider-Man in the comics. So he too also becomes Spider-Man. They have a whole clone situation. Don't get me into that. Don't get me started in that. But they have a whole clone situation, and Ben ends up being his own Spider-Man eventually. But yes, a Ben Reilly does exist in the comics, and but like he said, in that Spider-Verse movie, the animated version, Nicolas Cage voices that Peter Parker from that Noir universe, but they're changing his name to Ben Reilly here. Interesting.
Put it behind him. He's retired. But of course, things will get him out of retirement and we'll see him be who he used to be. But also, and probably the real reason, the Spider-Man rights issues are still really weird and odd. To be able to use the name Peter Parker and Spider-Man in a live action TV series is a lot more complicated than we thought. And so that's why they gave him the name Ben Reilly. And even in his world, he's not known as Spider-Man. He's known as the Spider. So
I can deal with that. The Spider, I can deal with that.
yes, you can complain it's not exactly comic accurate, but I mean, it's a legal loophole, so this show can exist. I can forgive it. Throughout the course of the trailer, though, it does feel like they are hinting to the same comic book origin. It looks like we have Nicolas Cage flashing back to his soldier days, where it looks like he got bit by a spider that he found out there, is having some weird reaction to it, where even in the trailer, there's a glimpse of this man spider looking thing. Pretty creepy. And I feel like this will be the show's version of that god spider.
Okay. That is exactly what he was looking at. Because what the fuck? Look at that. Tell me that isn't the same thing as in the comics. Hold on.
Looking thing. Pretty.
Yeah. It's the exact same thing. Come on, man. I do like that they're going that route, though. What you got to do with these comic book movies, man, I'm going to tell everybody, don't be scared to go there. Don't be scared to go comic book accurate, but put your own little twist on it. Shit, Marvel doing it now, and it just happens to be working out.
Creepy. And I feel like this will be the show's version of that god spider that appears to Spider-Man Noir, granting him his abilities. I feel like they even hint at some canon events in the Spider-Man world, with him kind of like having his spider senses act up, or his abilities going haywire, where we get flashes of somebody shooting someone in an alley and a funeral taking place. To me, this feels like a classic Uncle Ben storyline. And to me, that's always kind of the funnest part of alternate versions of our classic heroes, is seeing how their origin differs from ours, and also how their villains are slightly different from the world we know, because there is actually a ton of classic Spider-Man villains that'll be appearing in this show. One of the main ones we got to get out of the way is we do get a look at Silvermane, that'll be played by Brendan Gleeson. In the comics, he's a mob boss, but later on ends up getting his brain transferred to a cyborg body to live. I don't know if they're going to go that far, but for now,
I don't know, because my thing is they could end up having a situation where the show is really good and people want multiple seasons of it. It could end up happening that way. This could be wild, because if this takes off the way that it's supposed to, dare I say, could we possibly see this Spider-Man, Nicolas Cage as this Spider-Man, and possibly as his version of Ghost Rider? Could we end up seeing both of those characters show up in Avengers Secret Wars just because they going all out? Do we feel like that could end up happening?
now we're just going to go with the mob boss route. His house looks like it's going to be set on fire by this world's version of Molten Man, which is a character with fire abilities. Okay, kind of cool. The one that is getting me most excited is our first look at Flint Marko, aka Sandman, in this universe. Now, this is what we'll see the biggest difference in the way we see Sandman to the way he's portrayed in the Noir universe, because unlike our usual Sandman that can have the sand powers, shapeshift, grow large, make weapons out of his hand, the Spider-Noir Sandman doesn't really have those shape-shifting abilities. Instead, he's someone that's able to change his skin texture to be as tough as granite, aka sand, and it makes his punches feel extremely hard. Then again, for all we know, maybe they changed this up. Maybe
that's kind of crazy to have his powers. That's like some mutant shit. That's kind of tough. You know, Nicolas Cage is kind of old, so they probably gonna CGI and stunt double a lot of this fighting stuff, which is why him wearing the mask just works. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. We could end up seeing him as this Spider-Noir and him as Ghost Rider in Secret Wars. I don't see why not. Go all the way out.
they do let him shapeshift or turn his hand into weapons. But from the two shots that we get in the trailer, one of him mid transformation with a little bit of sand on his face, and this other shot where his skin has fully covered in sand, it looks like they'll just be sticking to that. The fight scene itself is supposed to be pretty big and awesome. We've heard it hyped up. It's even funny though that it's taking place at a construction site. That's straight out of the Spider-Man 3 playbook. I guess that's just a good place to find sand. We do get a shot of someone's hand that looks like they have electric abilities, so we could be getting the Noir version of Electro, although this would be different from the Noir Electro because this Noir Electro usually doesn't have
well, this universe could have some sort of supernatural situation going on, how everybody gets their powers, including the supervillains.
He's someone that equips himself with this like electrical pack that allows him to shoot electric bolts. For all we know, this electrical person could actually be this mysterious villain we see a shot of in the trailer that everyone is thinking is Mr. Negative. And honestly, I don't blame them because I have no other explanation. It's this character who definitely stands out and is this bright white like Mr. Negative. And
if this is Mr. Negative in the TV show, then there's no way in the world that Mr. Negative is the main villain of the Spider-Man Brand New Day movie. I just don't see it. So if that's what y'all want, then we don't even know who's the main villain in this movie coming out this summer. I actually kind of like it like that. I hope it is Mr. Negative. So now we be like, man, who is the villain of this movie?
it's the same way in the black and white trailer and the color trailer. He has the same glow. Could they be doing a noir version of Mr. Negative? That'd be kind of crazy. Aside from that, we also have other familiar Spider-Man characters like Cat Hardy, who is going to be this world's version of Black Cat. I doubt she'll actually put on the Black Cat outfit. More will just probably be a love interest for Spider-Noir. And Robbie Robertson, who we have seen in live action media before. But all in all, I like the look of this. I'm very excited for it. I have high hopes. I also kind of reeled out of our live action spin-offs. You don't have to be milking it with the most random obscure villain. You have literally thousands of different alternate universe Spider-Man to choose from. There's tons of great stories and ways you can use not only Spider-Man, but alternate versions of the villain. I will say the only other complaint that I am kind of agreeing with some people is this show does not appear to be as dark and as brutal as the actual Spider-Man Noir comics. That was kind of the main draw of that universe. It was a very adult and violent take on Spider-Man. Even the Vulture as a villain is someone who's a cannibal and eats people. Admittedly, I'm not getting those really dark or violent vibes.
I'm not either from that trailer. It's looking like he's gonna be on some comedy type shit, and maybe they might throw dashes of the darkness in there, but I don't know. I hope they don't mess it up. But I think it's gonna be good though.
Vibes.
Oh my God.
If anything, it actually feels a little lighthearted with the way Nicolas Cage was doing his usual exaggerated acting, which I actually love and I don't mind, but it does feel like it's not going to be as dark as some people know the Spider-Man Noir character to be. I mean, even him, when he was fighting the guy in the bar and he starts making little funny fingers, yeah, I don't see them taking it to the extreme. But then again, not something that's a make or break for me, but I understand why some people complain on that. But this is now where I toss it off to you guys. What did you think of the Spider-Noir trailer?
Salute to 3C Films on that one. Y'all tell me how y'all feeling about that Spider-Noir trailer. For one, I am definitely going to check that out, man. It's Nicolas Cage. You got to, man. It's Nicolas Cage. But yeah, moving right along, man, we're going to have some MCU news. We're going to check out some MCU news. New things about, I think we have new reports on Avengers Doomsday, which again is coming out later this year in December. Robert Downey Jr. has been cast as Dr. Doom, as y'all know, if y'all been keeping up. Hold on for a second. Y'all want to go for a ride with a theory? Let me see. You know what? Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna go Cosmic Wonder. Salute to Cosmic Wonder. They said the Russo brothers have some new information that they're dropping on Avengers Doomsday. Let's see what they might be talking about. Again, this is by Cosmic Wonder. Please give that brother a like, comment, and subscribe if you don't know nothing about him. And let's get into it. Keep smoking, y'all.
Have just said in an interview with Empire Magazine, where they talked about Avengers Doomsday a lot, and we're going to break it down in this video, but they have just said that they have found a new level for Avengers Doomsday. And when they say that, I think they mean they've taken this movie to a whole other level than what Avengers Infinity War and what Avengers Endgame were, which is just absolutely crazy to think about.
Hold on. Did he say they taking this up another level that it's going to be better than Infinity War and Endgame? Infinity War probably is the best movie in the entire Infinity Saga. So for you to say that these two movies, Secret Wars and Doomsday, are going to be better than those, and Secret Wars is being split into two movies now, which would collectively make this a trilogy, I'm getting excited. Don't give me hope. Don't.
So there are 5 things that we have to go over that they talked about in this really big article that Empire Magazine did on them. They always do these for Avengers movies. This time it focuses on the Russo brothers, and they talk about the movie. And other people have been talking about the movie as well. And what we've been hearing has basically told us that this movie is going to be intense. And it's going to be complex. They literally say in this interview, it's complex. And as we've seen it so far, yeah, it is. When you're dealing with the multiverse, it gets pretty complex as it is. But I think character arcs and such, and Robert Downey Jr. is playing Dr. Doom. He looks just like Tony Stark. That complicates things as well. There's a lot of aspects to all of this that are going to make it pretty complex, pretty deep. But the Russo brothers say that they have found a way to just do it all.
What if we don't find out why Dr. Doom looks like Tony Stark until Secret Wars? Yeah. So even if you got somewhat invested into the movie, if they don't tell you why Dr. Doom looks like Tony Stark, because there's a reason, there's no way that they cast this man just to have him look like Tony Stark for no reason. There's a reason why. Also, too, he's not in this movie just playing Dr. Doom. Dom, I'm telling you, we're also going to see a different version, maybe even 2 or 3 versions of Robert Downey Jr. returning as Iron Man as well. We could see the superior Iron Man from the 838 universe where Wanda went over there and killed damn near all of the Illuminati. They never touched back in on that universe to see what happened over there. I'm pretty sure them knowing about the multiverse, they're kind of pissed. And there was a seat on the Illuminati chair that was just open. Somebody was supposed to be there, but they weren't there. I think it was a superior Iron Man in that universe. Played by Robert Downey Jr., of course. Or Tom Cruise. Who knows? But yeah, her boy said, I don't want to see Tony as Dr. Doom. I think it's going to be fire, bro. Give it a chance.
Which I'm super excited about. But everybody else seems to be talking about how emotional and intense it's going to be as well, because Chris Hemsworth was just asked by Variety if him and Loki were going to reunite in Avengers Doomsday, in which we all assume they will. We've heard they're actually going to fight together, and I can't wait for that. I've talked about this a while.
This would be crazy for them to reunite, only for Loki to die for real this time. Again, just beating the boy Thor emotionally down. Just keep beating him down. So much loss.
For a while, I think it's going to be one of the best scenes to see those two reconnect, and hopefully Thor will realize what Loki did and they'll be able to show him in some way. But Chris Hemsworth,
or maybe Thor dies. That might happen. Are we killing off Thor, or is he going to grow into Rune King Thor to come back in Secret Wars and help them fight Doom? Because they're going to need all the help that they can get, because they're not going to win. The heroes might lose twice.
Who plays Thor, said it's a yes, no, maybe to that question. So obviously he's not giving a straight answer, but
or if they're going to make this a trilogy, Doomsday happens, and then Secret Wars Part 1 is people that remember the old universe going to get different heroes, recruiting them to fight against Doom to make them remember the old universe. And it takes the whole movie where they're doing all of this in secret. And then at the end, they get together and they're on their way to take care of Doom. that could easily be split into 2-3 hour movies.
He does say the movie is incredibly emotional, incredibly powerful. It's going to blow you away, this one. So I take that as a yes, obviously. Being very powerful, being very emotional. I believe he is talking about one, Love, his daughter in the movie, but also played by his daughter in real life, and then him reconnecting with his brother in the movie, Loki. I do think that's going to be really emotional. And the Russo brothers have commented on this in depth already, talking about, many different aspects to it that have told us, yeah, it's going to be an emotional movie, which makes me believe we are going to see some deaths, but that's a whole other issue. Now, the Russo brothers did say something about the trailers.
Speaking of that, he said superheroes are going to die. Just from you knowing anything about Doctor Doom and you seeing the heroes here, I could see 2 or 3 that ain't gonna make it. Professor X, get him the fuck out of here. He gone. He's going to die again. They have no problem bringing back Sir Patrick Stewart just to kill him. I'm telling you. We're going to see Professor X die again for one last time. Steve Rogers might be out of there. Send him to the upper room. Yeah, man. Send his ass upstairs to the Starfleet Enterprise. Yeah, he's done. He's done. He's out of there.
That they have released already. This is one of the points we need to go over that they went over in the article. They state each one of these trailers is narrative information, and it's all part of larger story. So I would argue that Doomsday had already started for you. This is crazy to think about because a lot of people did theorize when these trailers did come out, they theorized that maybe these scenes actually aren't in the movies. Maybe these are actually prepping us for things to come in the movies. And that does seem to be what the Russo brothers are doing. Now, that doesn't mean that
they probably have so much footage. It's just like what I've been thinking about. They have so much footage. They probably put shit out teasing us that ain't even going to be in the movie. The movie might be too damn crazy. And they done reshot it. They have all the rest of this year for reshoots and rewrites, adding characters, taking characters out, adding new parts of the movies, whatever.
Trailers and these scenes aren't going to be in the films. In fact, some insiders have said, for the most part, yeah, most of what we're seeing is in the movie. Not all, but most. So the story for Doomsday has already begun. And what I believe that they're doing with this is they're basically kind of picking up pieces and tying up loose ends that phase 4 or 5 have really kind of just put out there for us. Because obviously we know Marvel Studios had certain plans like for Kang, and then they all changed.
Oh, no. There are several, and I mean several loose ends in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right blood clot now. I'm telling y'all, they have so many loose ends, it's not even funny. I'm trying to see if I have all of them here for you. Yeah, I got it right here. Bam. All of this right here is the shit that they have loose ends on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now. Baron Mordo at the end of Doctor Strange saying there's too many sorcerers, meaning he was about to go start clipping all the rest of the sorcerers in the world, including Doctor Strange, so that he could be number one. You find out Sharon Carter here, this bitch is actually motherfucking the power broker who was the big gangster, the big overall big bad of Madripoor at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We never found out what happened with that. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. His sister took over the 10 Rings after her father died. What happened with that? Are they bad guys? Are they good guys? What's up? Dane Whitman here. He's about to pick up the ebony blade at the end of the Eternals. And then he reached for the blade, and you hear the actual Mahershala Ali, who will be playing Blade. You hear his voice say, "You sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman?" Because obviously he has knowledge on what the Ebony Blade is. We don't know what happened with that. Then you got your man right here, Star Fox, who's actually Thanos' brother. He pulls up and says he knows where the rest of the Eternals are. We never found out what happened with that. They never picked up with that. There's a piece of Tom Hardy's Venom in the 616 universe. You see this shit? That's Venom from those trash ass Venom movies. I hate each and every one of those fucking movies. I hate that they were ever made. May whoever thought of that, may you rest in shit. I'm telling you, that those Venom movies are so bad, bro. Yeah, that Venom left a piece of itself at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home. At the end of Moon Knight, we finally see his third personality, who's a whole killer with a whole different accent. And he's still working for Kanchu. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. He's still locked in the whole situation where he done got picked up by Clea to go investigate an incursion, and they went to the Dark Dimension. We never found out what happened. Thor, Love and Thunder. That's Hercules. Hercules is supposed to be sliding on Thor for what Thor did to Zeus, his father. Don't even get me started on this shit right here with all them Kangs and all of that, man. Like, y'all know what happened there. And Monica Rambeau at the end of the Marvels ended up in the comic book accurate X-Men universe. They have as of yet to talk about any of that. Like, just all these threads just left the fuck out. It's nasty work, and it makes people not want to, you know what I'm saying, come back and be into it. But let me get back to it.
Robert Downey Jr. came, he's doomed, they changed the big bad. A lot happened. So there are loose ends they need to tie up, and I think they might do that with some of these trailers. Now, we know that Marvel Studios right now is sitting on 3 trailers. They have 3 new trailers, so they're not the same as any of the 4 that were released before. They are sitting on different rating boards in different countries, like in Brazil and Korea. We know that there are 3 that they had rated. So perhaps they're
Brazil, Korea, tell us what's going on with them trailers, man. I know y'all got them. Somebody say something.
Gonna hit us with another wave of these soon, and perhaps they are going to really start to show us, like, hey, maybe the new Avengers, I'm talking about Sam Wilson's new Avengers, maybe they have already been formed behind the scenes, because they did do a time jump at the end of the Thunderbolts, right? So their team should already be formed. Maybe the Avengers with a Z and the new Avengers are together already. There's probably stuff that happened behind the scenes off screen that we might not see, but they might show us in one of these trailers. I actually thought it would be a good idea if they showed us Kang. What happened to Kang? Doom maybe killing Kang, or just Kang's all being dead in one of these trailers as well.
Again, y'all can do all that if you want to. Just remember, there's one more Kang that got sucked into that multiversal engine core. We don't know what happened to him. We never saw a body. Remember that.
Well, you don't have to see it in the movie, but they actually give us kind of, closure there. And I would be okay with that happening in one of these trailers. But it looks like they do have very specific plans, which we've known about for a while now. The marketing for this film is completely different than we've seen ever before. And I think they will eventually hit us with more of these, what they call narrative information stories. So they're all part of a larger story, which is probably going to start to come together when we get that first trailer. And it might come at CinemaCon, might come in April, but we haven't really heard much about the trailer recently. Now, the next thing they talked about is how complex the movie is going to be. This is what they said. Look, the movie is very complex. We thought one of the best ways to celebrate what the movie is was to give characters their own space and highlight some moments. So this to me sounds like kind of something that they basically did for Avengers Infinity War. It does seem like they are going to focus on some specific characters more than others.
This is about to tug at the heartstrings. They going for what happened with Tony Stark Part 2. When I went and saw Endgame and Tony Stark snapped the gauntlet and you knew he was going to die because he was just a regular man. You just knew that whole thing fried his body, right? And we saw him die in real time. I saw grown men in that movie theater crying, bruh. Nothing wrong with that, but that's how long folks been invested in that whole situation, to where they're invested in these characters and they see somebody that they love go down, which I think we're going to see that with Dr. Doom. Like, Doom is really like one of the greatest villains like in all of fiction ever.
which is, a given when you have so many characters in one movie. But they're going to celebrate what the movie is, giving characters their own space, highlighting some moments. That makes me think that they're going to really give us some killer scenes. Celebrate and highlight moments, celebrate characters and highlight moments, showing what they can do, showing their powers, I really think of Cyclops when I read this, because Cyclops is a character for me that hasn't been done justice on screen yet.
Fire. They're going to give him his due justice. Even if he dies, they're going to give him his justice in this movie, I believe.
So to celebrate and highlight Cyclops, one, I believe they've already done that with just like a 1.5 second clip. But to do something like that for Cyclops and then other characters as well, we already won. Like, if that's the case, if that's what they're doing for every single character, then that's going to be crazy, because we know there's going to be a giant fight and they're going to show every character fighting. And it sounds like they're going to make sure when they show each individual character, and it won't be each individual character because they'll probably be fighting another character, but when they show those characters, they are going to give them kind of the honor and respect that they deserve and make sure when you see them doing their thing, it's going to be epic, which I love. Now, the next part, the third thing, they state this. This is about Steve Rogers returning. We have a special affinity with the character. We can't see this narrative without his central role in it, basically. The special place he holds among the ensemble, he sort of retains that moving forward.
My thing is old man Steve Rogers, I have a theory. Has he, the one that handed the shield off to Sam, has he already lived through Doomsday and Secret Wars? He might already knows what's going to go on. He just didn't say anything.
So we've already heard a little bit that this was from insiders. This is now coming from the Russo brothers, but we heard before from insiders that Steve was going to have a integral role in the movie. It's not like he's just returning for 1 or 2 scenes or a quick cameo. No, he is going to be one of the main characters. I do believe that Doom will get the most time. He is the main character. But then, of course, you have the other characters. I believe it's going to be like Steve Rogers, Thor. I hope Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. We've actually heard recently that he's going to have a bigger role than just, a few scenes, which is great. I think they're going to be those key characters that get kind of the main.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man as a main character in this movie is going to kill. I'm telling you. Boy, I'm excited for this movie.
Focus. Loki, of course, being one of those as well. But it's very clear now from the Russo brothers themselves. Steve Rogers is kind of going to be at the center of it all and kind of the heart of it all. They say the special place he holds among the ensemble, he retains that moving forward. Meaning when he gets thrown back in with the Avengers, they're going to look to him to be the leader. So he is going to lead the Avengers. It's going to be him leading the Avengers versus Doom. And then we have, of course, the other teams as well. And hopefully the X-Men are led by Cyclops.
Nah, it's going to be him and man. Do you know how many Captain Americas we might see in this movie and in Secret Wars? We could see Peggy as Captain America. We could see him back as Captain America, Sam, and also Bucky. There could be variants of them all fighting. And there have been reports that there's supposed to be various Captain Americas and various Thors.
Although we have heard that Magneto goes toe-to-toe with Doom. That's an insider report coming from My Time to Shine Hello, but I can't wait to see that. I really hope that happens. And then they talk more about the complexity and the difficulty of the movie that they've experienced so far. They state, as much as we run at the fun in terms of what these films can be, and let's face it, they can be really fun. Like when we all think about what we want Doomsday to be, especially a big multiversal film, I think we see a bunch of portals just opening up and a bunch of different characters and cameos showing up and, fighting together, fighting each other, just the big spectacle of it all. Obviously, there's more to the movie than that, and it can't just be that. But that's what I personally think, because I think that would be really cool. But it obviously has to be more than that, and that's what the Russo brothers are saying here. They're saying as much as we run at the fun in terms of what these films can be, we also run at the complexity and the difficulty of what these can do at a narrative level. I think we found a new level of that in Doomsday. And this is what I mentioned in the beginning. They have found a whole new level of complexity and narrative storytelling in Avengers Doomsday that they're going to give us on screen, which
Okay. Salute to Cosmic Wonder on that. They're saying this is going to be a killer movie. Salute. Marvel, Disney, whatever y'all are doing, them folks are saying y'all are cooking. Please keep doing it. Keep cooking. We need that. I'm telling you, we need that. Need that. But moving right along, man. Yeah, the footage. They done let the live footage, the body cam footage of the Geechi Gotti arrest come out. Let's take a look, man. It's a little crazy, y'all.
Away and thousands of opioid pills recovered.
So 4 men from California are now charged here in Butler County, and tonight newly released body camera video shows how quickly police caught up with them.
Hey, how's it going? Not saying this is last show. So the reason I'm stopping is a plane got you off speed. The airplane guys, you know how it goes. You got driver's license with you. You guys got, oh, okay. You guys from Cali? You guys got planes out there that do the speed? Okay.
For real, it was over right there. Now, you guys from Cali? Yeah, but it was over right there. Y'all watching this, right?
You got the insurance? Is this your car? Yeah. Okay, you got insurance? It's around. You got the agreement? Can I take a look?
That's Geechi driving the car.
Do what? I'm sorry. It's a rental. Okay, how long you had it? Just a couple days. Okay. I got you. What's a good telephone number for you? So your license gonna get out of Cali? Okay. Where are y'all coming from? Well, I'm sorry. It's the lock. Okay. Where's y'all room at? Okay. All right. Give me just a sec. We'll see what the guys upstairs up in the plane want to do with you. All right. Yeah, that's what got you the plane.
I said we were speeding?
Yeah. They get the plane. Like I said, they do that out there.
Okay, if y'all notice, when that camera went back there, 2 cop cars have now shown up. What all those guys were doing was speeding, right?
With the guys upstairs up in the plane want to do with you. All right. Yeah, that's what got you the plane.
I said we were speeding?
Yeah. They get the plane. Like I said, they do that out there in California.
There might be a third behind that one that's in the middle of the street. Hold up.
Yeah. That's those guys. They gotta let us know. So yeah, give me just a minute. I'm gonna pull.
While the officer was running background checks, the suspects decided their time was up. They bolted from the scene, leaving the officer no choice but to initiate a high-speed pursuit.
You took off on them folks. Okay, so they got spikes up the road because they figured these boys would run.
Continuing eastbound from Civic Center. No traffic. Speed 50. And he just lost his back right tire completely. Turning onto waterfront. Gonna bail. 4 running on down waterfront. Stop! I'm attacking you!
Hang on,
Get down, bro!
Oh, that boy fell in the snow.
Get on the fucking ground, you retard! I don't got nothing, bro. Do not fucking reach. I don't have nothing. You got my phone. Give me your hand. I can't. You got me. Give me your hands. I can't. You back here. Back here.
Both hands. You drop your phone, drop your vape.
I can't. You have me, sir.
Drop your phone, drop your vape.
Okay, so from what was being told from the last report, they have been watching one of the guys that's involved in this case, along with rapper Geechi Gotti. They have been watching him since he touched down from the airport. Somebody told. That's how I'm looking at it. Somebody told. You ain't gonna tell me no otherwise.
You have me. I can't grab nothing.
Let go of your phone.
I'm okay. You got me.
Let go. Let go. Drop it.
I think that just might be right. I think not only were they already on to them, but they might have even saw them in the midst of doing the actual situation.
Can you get my phone so I don't mess up?
I'll get it in a second.
Please, 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 bro.
I'm not worried about your phone right now.
They might have saw them actually committing the crime, possibly.
Do what I need you to do.
Hey, get over here. Stop. I'm wet. This is wet.
I don't give a shit. I'm wet. Shut up.
That boy said, "I'm wet." Oh man, this is just wrong. This is wrong.
Stop resisting.
I'm trying to. What the fuck?
Mind you, they from Cali. They from Cali. They have been accused of robbing pharmacies around Ohio. This is an out-of-state case. If they link this from city to city, this could go really bad, bruh.
Fuck.
93, I was fighting with
Stay
one.
right there.
Waterfront and Civic Center. One in
I'm trying to
custody.
just get up, sir. That's
No,
it. This
stay
is
down
cold
for
as
me.
fuck. Can I please just get up? Please just get up.
We have 2 outstanding, I believe. Fled
Get on your knees.
south on Waterfront. Huh? We have 4 that ran.
You got 2 in custody. Hey, can you get my phone?
So 2 of them done took off on them folks. Like they ain't found them. So how did they all get caught then?
I got it. 9x93, I have the drone. I'll have somebody throw it up. Hey, my car. Right here. Search him.
Get down on the ground right now!
Oh,
Get
man.
down on the ground! I will shoot you! Get your hands in the air! Do not reach for anything, you hear me? Get down on your face. Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah, oh, he could have died. Bruh. Oh, this could have got so bad. This could have got so bad.
Put both of your hands behind your back. Lay it on your face. I don't care if it's uncomfortable. Get on your face. Give me cuffs up here, CJ, if you can.
I don't care what y'all say. Gotti was not trying to put his face in that snow.
We'll just throw cuffs on. Do not move. Get up. That was good. Get up. You got another one outstanding? I'm gonna go start looking. Who's outstanding? Yeah, 4 that ran. Yeah, 2 in custody.
There's no way they were speeding. There's no way they were speeding. I refuse to believe that. Somebody told them boys was up the road. And how is it that you pulled them over for speeding, but when they flipped to the next scene, you seen like 7, 8 cop cars back there? No wonder. Yeah, they took off. Boys are scared. Hey, man, it's over. We might as well go ahead and try them folks. And they had all y'all information and everything. It was over with.
Man, I'm on the other side.
It's right.
You search him easy?
Might be right.
They ran that direction.
And to the battle rap community, with the way y'all trying to, I hear y'all trying to do the whole, he was stupid for doing this. Y'all also clown people for having jobs. So here's what happens, right?
That was car for me.
That boy about to do at least 10 years, man. I don't wish nothing like that on nobody. That's just wrong. Oh, man. Podcast, music, status in the battle rap world. You had your own league, possibly even going down as a whole legend, faster than some people that was there longer than he was. This is really sad to see. Oh, man. Stupid. And he Slick was kind of like a comedian type funny too. He probably could have been good in like somebody's acting or in somebody's movie or something like that. I don't wish nothing like that on nobody, but y'all, man, use your gifts, man. Don't be like that, man. Use your gifts. Oh no. I feel like the violation. But when you get them folks your life, they get to violate you now. You just gave them folks your life. I seen some folks on Twitter say, "Oh man, now he not gonna never get that T-Rex battle." What? That's that man real life. That's a bad decision he made that he got to literally live with. That's like his kids, his family, like, and that's what y'all worried about, him battle rapping. I hope when Surf come home, he don't go back and give you motherfuckers shit.
No offense, man, but I'm not taking your word for that. You see why? I didn't know. All right. Have a seat.
Another suspect.
Hands up, I can see it. Take my hands up high. Hands up high. Turn all the way around. Turn all the way around. Turn around. Are y'all good? Turn around. We're gonna be good if you listen to us. Walk backwards towards me. Walk backwards towards me. Keep coming. Keep coming. Your hands. Stop. Stop right there. Stop right there. Get down on your knees. Put your hands over your head. Put your hands behind your head. Interlock your fingers. Want to move up and go? Yeah, let's go. Okay, you got it. Yeah. Why are y'all arresting me? Because your name's Anthony Ellison. You've been breaking into pharmacies all over the place.
The drugs that were found were from a pharmacy called the Medicine Shop in Bellevue, Ohio. We believe that cash was found as well that was taken from a pharmacy in Perrysburg, Ohio.
Detectives say they had their eyes on the men since one of them landed at CVG last week. Tyrus Crew, Anthony Ellison, Laquan Miller, and Marcus Fantroy, also known as rapper Geechi Gotti, all now face drug possession charges.
We're looking at over $10,000 to $15,000 worth of pharmaceutical drugs, at least. That's what it is to the pharmacy. That's not what it's worth in the street. So we're talking lots and lots and lots of bills.
Detective Kevin Berger said in court today, these men, quote, do this quite often.
Oh, man. Sad to see. Sad to see. But they, you know what they call it? They call that wasted talent, man. It's not cool. It's not cool. Use your heads, man. Stay home. Be home with your babies, man. Be around to see them grow up. Motherfuckers be out here taking these chances or whatever, but this is the back end. Everybody think all that street shit cool, but this is the back end of what that looks like when you get caught. It's not right, man. It's not right at all. That brother's super duper talented, and now his life is in somebody else's hands. It's just not cool. But moving right along, man. PlayStation had their state of play. Was it mid or za? I just want y'all to check a little something out, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. There was one particular game that saved that entire situation. The PlayStation state of play was not good. It was not good. But it was not until the reveal of none other than the John Wick video game. Yes, a John Wick video game has been revealed. We about to take a look at the little gameplay, the little trailer. They got gameplay with it too. You understand me? Hold on. I got y'all. Hold up. This by way of GameStop too. That's old school. Okay.
A man with your skill set must be able to move unconstrained, unrestricted. He must be versatile, capable, adaptable. He must be grounded, stable, constant. I believe you are ready, sir. Yeah.
For my gamers out there, that alone is what saved it is what saved the state of play, because that shit really wasn't hitting on nothing for real, for real. It really wasn't. Like, outside of that, I think they had a Control, Resonant. That might have been kind of cool. Other than that, everything else was remasters, remakes. They got a God of War trilogy remake coming out. Other than that, that's it. Shit ass. Yo, Xbox or whoever else is coming out, y'all got to do something good, because this is on the way. Oh, and more footage of that James Bond game they got coming out. But this is on the way. I'm telling you. Y'all be easy, man. This was another good sesh, man. This was another good sesh. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm definitely fried, died laid to the side, man. And thank y'all for pulling up for another sesh, man. And I will catch y'all next week. You can put some more in the air. Talk about what's fair. Y'all be easy now. We out.